Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more horror RPG goodness. This time it's Survivor Sorority, the role-playing game brought to you by Eerie Games. I picked this up at a local game store about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I figured I'd unbox it and check it out with you. So again, we're talking Survivor Sorority, the role-playing game. Introduction. The final girl trope is one of the most widely used tropes in horror movies, especially within the slasher subgenre where it dominates. The final girl is usually a lone female who is the last person alive at the end. She usually escapes, but sometimes manages to defeat the killer as well. The premise: a small group of final girls band together to hunt killers and prevent the horrors they've lived through from repeating. The game: the Survivor Sorority is a diceless TTRPG, so there's going to be no dice when using this game. You're going to be using tarot cards to use to resolve tasks and influence the narrative. So not using regular playing cards, you're not using dice, you're actually using tarot cards, which I actually happen to have a deck here at the house. Being safely afraid, the tools, and the rules. A standard 3-card reading called a draw in a game is used to resolve actions and outcomes. Draws are only called upon when actions are conflicted, under pressure, or difficult. Draws should always have an impact. If there is no impact, then there is no need for a draw. The director usually or ultimately will decide whether a draw is needed or not. Difficulty: the draw. Determining successes: minor arcana, nature, and major arcana. So for minor arcana, for each minor arcana card at or below the difficulty, you can earn 1 success. Nature: minor arcana drawn that matches your nature suit earns 1 success. Major arcana: each major arcana drawn earns 1 success. So it's going to give you a little examples of advantages and disadvantages. Narrative control: how to control and how to run your game. Major arcana and their meaning. So these are a breakdown of all the different tarot cards, which is really cool actually. You got the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hangman, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World. Okay, the moves: successes, 2 successes, or 3+ successes. Okay, so when you're fighting, the final girl takes the killer's damage and takes 1 fatigue. The killer and final girl exchange damages and she takes 1 fatigue. 3+ success, the final girl inflicts her damage. A damage table: brawling is 1, small melee weapon is 2, large melee weapon is 3, small gun is 3, big gun is 4. The moves: all right, to hide, to investigate, to rally, to run for it. The moves: get creative. Character creation: there are 5 tropes to pick from: the classic final girl, the fighter, the trickster, the self-aware, or the broken. The classic: so you got 12 fatigue, fear 10, hit points 10, advantage, disadvantage, fate coins. The fighter, again, so you got the classic final girl, you got the fighter, again, gives you background and information about her. Then the trickster, again, so you're noticing the hit points and the fatigue points are changing. So you got 12, 10, 10, you get 10, 10, 12. The trickster has 10, 10, 10. Self-aware has 10, 12, 10. All of them are set up exactly the same way, as it tells you on the bottom. The broken: 10, 10, 10. Finishing touches: pick a nature: sword, the mind; wands, the soul; pentacles, the body; cups, the heart. All right. Describe her background, killer, what terrifies her character the most. Give her some equipment and reading relationships. Give her some kind of weapons. You got small melee, large melee, small gun, big guns. Tools: flashlights, lighters, duct tape, rope, first aid kits, fire extinguishers, survival belt, walkie-talkie, signal flare, road flare, and water bottle. All right, character relationships. Talks about fear, fatigue, and health. So look at this: 10+, fully restored. 6 to 9 fatigue is adding up, but the character is still good. 4 to 5, lose advantage in draws. 2 to 3, all drawers are at a disadvantage. And 1, their character is spent and can't go on. It tells you how much time period you need to relax and recover. So fear, fatigue, and health. You got the downward spiral. The effects from fear, fatigue, and health are cumulative with each other. Fatigue is your overall weariness or exhaustion level is impacted by exertion and stress. You regain 1 fatigue per recovery period. Fear is your overall terror level. You regain 1 fear per calm period. They'll tell you you're at level 10 plus, 6 to 8, 4 to 5, 2 to 3, and 1. An amount of time that you need for recovery. Then as we move on here, your health, how to fix your health, your death save. When a character's health falls below 1, she must make a difficulty 5 draw. +2 difficulty equal to how far below 0 they are. 0, 1, 2, 3 plus 6. This is fate coins are theatrical currency in the Final Girl network. They fuel trope abilities and allow Final Girls to redraw a single card from a non-pivotal moment draw. How do you earn fate coins? Draw unwanted attention, split the party, shut down, be overcome by someone else's fear, what's that noise, defeat a killer, survive a death save, playing into your troop. Players do not read past this point. All right. So then he gives you instructions. So this is about character creation, how you are solving your fighting, how you are creating your characters, how to use the tarot card in the game itself, and the basic rules. Once you go past here, you have the director. Rather than saying game master, you're going to call him the director, because obviously it's a horror themed game. So how to run the game, then it talks about how do I handle this and how do I handle that. When things pop up, what is a slasher TTRPG? Keep track once you've established what triggers. So we talk about all those kind of things. We talk about simple draw difficulties. Easy test, difficulty 7, finding common item, a well-lit, organized room, rallying a friend, a non-threatening situation, locating a common tool in a cluttered but well-lit garage. Moderate difficulty 5, investigating a deck in a lit room, sneaking past a distracted enemy, setting a trip line trap. Challenging difficulty 3, picking a lock, searching for clues in a dimly lit or cluttered area, disarming a complex trap rigged by the killer. Remember, these difficulties are flexible and should be adjusted based on the specific content of your game, including the level of danger and narrative tension. The GM should consider playing creatively when determining the difficulty of actions, rewarding smart thinking and immersive game play. The killer, how to create your own killer. Difficulty, damage, health, special abilities. Things to keep in mind. Regardless of special abilities, a killer should eventually find hiding or fleeing final girls. Whether they are superhuman or not, they should appear as such. Make them as scary as you safely can. Unless multiple killers are involved, they should be hard to kill. So examples of killers. You got easy, average, difficult, hard, insane, not happening. So it gives you different hit points. You got 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Examples: ghost mask, leather saw, killer doll, dream murderer, Samhain, camp killer, so insane he can kill in space. Damage is by weapon type listed under the fight back move. Fear draws. When a character experiences something horrific, they must make a fear draw. The number of successes they draw determines the fear loss from the event. All right, so there you go. I got that chart there. And where are we? Slashers aren't limited to modern times, and neither are you. Some ideas: alien on a derelict spacecraft, stop before it wipes out the crew. A Regency-era adventure where a killer is stalking guests at a masquerade ball. Stop them before they turn the party into a massacre. A post-apocalyptic setting where the characters are trying to stop a mutated creature from wiping out the bunker. Go historical and stop Jack the Ripper. You are only limited by your imagination. In the back here, you have different, more adventure ideas. The greater good, the hunt, the reunion. So this is everything that's included in this book. I'm going to definitely give this a shot. I picked this up primarily because, I have 2 daughters, and I like to find games where you're talking about using female characters versus using male characters. So for my daughters, this could be something that might work for them, because they do like the horror theme as well. They like playing the Halloween games, the House of 1,000 Corpses, the different games that I bring into the house. They like to give it a shot. And my one daughter's, my older daughter, she really loves horror films. So this is something that would be right up her alley. So we'll roll up a couple characters and see how this works itself out. Again, this was a local creator who made this, and I picked up at a local store, and I said, you know what, let's back them, because it's good to support local artists and people who are trying to create their own genre of role-playing games. So here we are again. This is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of Survivor Sorority, the role-playing game brought to you by Erie Games. Again, this game utilizes a set of tarot cards, so you will need to purchase those separately. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, can you give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below? You can also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.